Hey, how you doing? My name is Bobby, and today I wanted to talk to you about my strategy for quitting opiates, kratom, Suboxone, heroin, pain pills, all of these things. My life was an absolute mess, and I've been off of hard drugs for about 6 years, and recently I got caught up back with using kratom for about 10 months, and the process of getting off of kratom was arguably comparable to getting off of Suboxone, or it was challenging, let's just say that. And so I wanted to share with you some of the supplements, the mindset, the strategies for actually accomplishing this goal in the least painful and most expeditious manner possible. Okay, and one of the first things is the mindset, to be determined, to be relentless, to remind yourself. I have to have constant reminders, such as before I embarked on the journey, I made a few videos of myself talking to myself about how badly I needed to remove this from my life, because it was damaging my life very badly. It's damaging my body. I have stage 2 kidney dysfunction, I'll just call it at this point, from I believe taking kratom extracts. And yeah, so this stuff is not without potential risks. So anyway, mindset number one, to be determined, to have reminders. The environment, make sure you've got a stress-free environment and some time on your hands, at least a week for the acute phase. It's going to take probably 3 or 4 days. For me, it was at least a week of absolute hellishness. Well, what I did first, upon discontinuing use completely, but if you're on heroin, step it down to Suboxone, and then relentlessly, determinedly reduce the amount as you get down to reduce the amount of heroin, then get on Suboxone, then get on kratom, and then I have a whole supplement stack to help out with the acute withdrawals during the taper down process of whatever it is that you're on. But that is I'm not a healthcare professional. This isn't medical advice. This is just stuff that's worked for me. So first off, mindset, the time frame, it's gonna embrace the suck. You're doing something productive for your life, and it is a Herculean task for some of us. Some people, it's going to be very easy. It's just like, okay, I quit. And it's not that was not the case for me. It was brutal. It was brutal. But things that helped me was, number one, taking pride and joy in my struggles, and giving myself, as I'm struggling, when I overcome that urge, say, good job. You did a great job today. I'm proud of you. Have a good support system around, people that you can talk to. I even started going back to Narcotics Anonymous meetings and AA meetings just for that extra support there. And you will find, if you're on the kratom, there's a lot of other people that that also struggle with that same thing. And so there is hope. And so embrace the suck. I tell myself that my job tomorrow is to suffer. So then when it comes, this is what I expect. My job tomorrow is to suffer. Journaling, support, meetings, a 10-minute trick. The 10-minute trick is when I'm just overwhelmed with the urge to take something, I say 10 minutes. You can have some in 10 minutes if I want. If I want some in 10 minutes, and I'm stacking 10-minute time periods, I'm stacking days. That is the point of this thing, is to stack days. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Eat whatever you want. For the most part, good food equals good mood. So healthy food is recommended. But whatever it is you need to do to get through, to keep that dopamine level at a not completely suicidal level, the struggle's real. Okay, so anyway, doing the celebrations, planning to suffer, accountability partner is a big thing. Being able to talk to somebody about the struggle, and have maybe somebody who's going to do it with you. embracing setbacks and don't allowing or not allowing any setbacks, because they will happen most likely. That okay, I gave in, whatever, but not use it as a springboard to completely fall into failure, because we didn't get addicted in one day. We're not going to become unaddicted in one day. It's a bit of a process. So stacking days, visualization, thinking about the amazing life that you have in front of you. My life is amazing now, and it's been amazing. And the reason that this crept back into my life is just not working, becoming complacent. You know, the daily work. We are what we think about every day. And if I'm allowing myself to think about negative things and dwelling on stuff, and I kind of slip into nihilism sometimes. So just be relentless and determined in it. You fall back a little bit, just keep going forward. Don't you, as I said, just keep going, okay? Sometimes you need a little vacation day to a little bit of relief, because so many days stacked in a row of suffering is pretty tough. So easy does it, as they say. And affirmations. I'm an overcomer. I can do this. Trading drugs for an amazing life is an easy choice. I now see that I can trade my hellish addiction for a healthy mind and body. Who wouldn't want to do that? I definitely would. So some of the other deals in there: journaling, support, family, friends, whatever, going to meetings. I found it helpful. The 10-minute trick, just resolve, having some goals, setting some goals, but being gentle with yourself, doing those little mini celebrations every day, multiple times a day. Give yourself the respect and the joy that you know you're doing something for great for your life, and you deserve some sense of accomplishment for doing this, or even endeavoring it, because it is hard, but you can do it. Okay, so this is the way to do it. Environment: do your best to find a great a good environment where you can relax. You can be in bed for a while, at least I was, and then do some planning. You know, just if you need to save up a couple bucks in order to endeavor this, to take some time off of work, that would be the way to go. Or if you're not working, this would be your time to do it. Okay, and then for the first week, it's gonna suck really bad, but some things that were helpful. You know, as I said, we're just trying to stack days here. So if you're not allowed to do, or not allowing yourself, or just in a situation where you have to go the natural route, I'm going to put all of these in the comments section so you can just reference them. So some supplements that work, that are holistic or whatever. Mucuna okay, it's a dopamine enhancing. It's in the bean family, whatever, and it actually works. You know, our dopamine is going to be massively depleted. So mucuna, L-phenylalanine, say that 3 times fast. NAC, L-phenylalanine is a precursor to dopamine. Then NAC will help the detox process, and acetylcysteine. Valerian root is supposed to help with sleep. Shilajit, I didn't use that one, but a lot of people say a lot of good things. Niacin, that's vitamin B3, I believe, and that will help flush toxins out of the cells and whatnot. But be careful with the niacin, because it will make you flush like crazy. So take it nice and easy. Test it out little amounts at a time. It won't kill you, but it could be pretty intense. Kava, use it sparingly if your kidneys or liver are not in good shape. Be careful with the kava, because it can cause problems. Ashwagandha, it's an adaptogen that will help you deal with stress and help sleep and whatever. Omega-3s help with inflammation. Vitamin C, D, methylated B vitamins, or just some B vitamins if you can get a hold of those. Some chamomile to help you sleep. Lion's mane to help restructure This thing up here, reishi mushrooms, good for generally healing your body. Magnesium glycinate, tyrosine. Tyrosine will help with mood. Also a dopamine precursor, theanine, that will help you relax a little bit. Saffron, also a dopamine mood boosting agent. TMG, if you're not good at converting B vitamins, which help you with energy and a whole bunch of other things that you're going to need. TMG is a good supportive supplement to help you digest those. But if you can go the pharmaceutical route, I would suggest doing this. This is what I did for the most part. But the idea here is to stack days, and I don't want to unleash snakes to kill the rats, and then have to unleash the dogs to kill the snakes, to kill the rats, to whatever. But if you can get a hold of some Suboxone, or not Suboxone, I'm sorry, some Seroquel, something that'll help you sleep, even some benzos, I don't care. Whatever you need to do to get off of the opiates is number one priority. What I did was about 10 days, 10 or 15 days worth of Xanax that helped me get through some of the toughest segments. About 10 days. I don't want to develop a dependence for that. Then I got to be off of that, and that sucked a little bit, but not as bad as the prime objective. So Seroquel, any OTC, anything that will help you sleep, because that is about the most vulnerable time that I found that I would go for my drug of choice or whatever, was when I couldn't sleep, and I was just like all night long. So these things that will help to sleep, weed, yeah, smoke some weed, great, awesome, do it. Okay, so activities, you want to fill that time, doom scroll all you want. Social media, awesome. Watch some funny movies, some fun content, conversations, walking, distraction, meditation, deep breathing, Wim Hof breathing, very, very beneficial. Deep breathing, journaling, resting, exercise if you can swing it, funny content, audiobooks, binge watch whatever you want, eat some good food, as long as you get through what you need to get through. So that is the biggest thing right there. So I hope you found some value in this. Life is so beautiful on the other side. It is worth it. You are worth it. You can do this. If you have any questions, just put it down in the comments or anything like that, and I'll be happy to elaborate. All right, thanks, bye.